Three people. Please enter the name of the student.
Hello and good morning to all of you. I am Dr. M.K. Raghavendra from Jnanadhara Educational Services. We will start the meeting in another 5 minutes. We're just waiting for all the parents and the students to log in. So we will start at that time. And also those who are already watching this on the live YouTube streaming, my request would be that please try Zoom first. If you can, please enter through the Zoom itself. If not possible, then you can actually use the YouTube streaming. This is for people who are watching this on the YouTube streaming. I would request all of you to please come to this Zoom meeting first, try with that link. If it says that it cannot accommodate, then you can use the live streaming. Okay. And once again, we will start in another 5 minutes. Thank you.
Please can you change the name?
Hello, Raghavan sir, Sandeep sir, and Srihari sir. What do you feel? Should we start?
Yes, sir. I think it's 11:07.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. May I know if Padmavati madam and Supriya madam are also there in the meeting?
Padmavati madam is there.
Okay. So then I think Madam may join. So I'll begin, sir. Hello and good morning to all the parents and students of Sardar Patel High School, Rajajinagar. And also good morning to Padmavati Madam, Principal of VVS Sardar Patel PU College at Basveshwar. And also good morning to Supriya Madam, who is Principal of VVS PU College, Rajajinagar. It gives me immense pleasure to present in front of you a group which is very new started called Jnanadhara Educational Services. We are interested in training the students at the +2 level. And I'm very happy to say that we got associated with Vidyavardhaka Sangha institution last year. And we have started conducting the classes for the students who are presently in the first PUC and also in the second year PUC. This program is intended for the students who are in the 10th standard of Vidyavardhaka Sangha, Sardar Patel High School. Now, and I heartily welcome to you all to this program. One question that always we have in our mind is, the year 2020 is the year of uncertainties. And if I'm allowed, I will use the analogy of the 2020 cricket. This being the IPL season, I think it also go well with it. 2020 perhaps is the most uncertain game that you can ever expect. The game is played only for a very short duration of time, and within say one over or 2 over, the complexity of the game itself will change. The trend of the game itself will change. But in spite of these kinds of uncertainties in the game of 2020, there are few things which are very, very certain. I think you will all appreciate that. At the end of the game, you will have one clear winner and one clear loser. The game format itself is such that you cannot actually have a draw until because of the rain or something. Otherwise, it's always result oriented. So you are certain that there will be winners. And also you'll be certain about another aspect, that maybe the loser or the gainer, both of them will make a lot of money. So even this 2020 has been a year of many, many uncertainties. The students who are in the 9th didn't even actually write the examination, just went to 10th standard. And in the 10th standard, we didn't know initially whether the classes can be physical, classes can be online, but then we settled down to online. Then even now, we do not know when the physical classes will start. We do not know when the academic year will end. We do not know when the next examination is going to be. In so much of uncertainties, parents and students, there are few things which are certain. There will be an examination in 2021, the 10th standard examination. There will be results after that, and there will be admission to first year courses. The life will go on in 2021. Okay, these are the things which are very, very certain. And therefore, we thought, let us actually make a beginning of trying to looking forward to 2021 and see what are the opportunities for the students who are in the present 10th standard is going to have. Now, many of us would actually had a doubt in terms of these many uncertainties. Should we even really make the students get started for 2021? Then we thought it's very important that they should, because everyone is already preparing for 2021. So keeping this in mind, we thought we will let the students know about the opportunities that are there after the 10th standard, and also try to actually tell you, as a combination of Jnanadhara and Vidyavardhaka Sangha PU colleges, what are the courses that we can offer that for the students basically to realize their dreams. And also trying to actually okay. I'm sorry, there was a little someone had actually switched on the mic and there was a little issue. Sorry for that. So we thought we'll have two parts in this session. One is let the students understand what are the opportunities after the 10th standard. And as a second part, we'll also tell you what are the courses that as a group that we can offer in combination with Vidyavardhaka Sangha PU colleges. Okay. Then we'll also tell you about the admission process that actually will start from maybe something like a week or a 10 days after this. So I just wanted to make sure that I'm audible to all of you, and also you're able to see the screen. You can actually write on the chat box and then let me know about it, that if you're able to very clearly hear and also see the screen. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for that feedback. Okay. Let's actually look at the first part of the program, which will be look at opportunities after 10th standard. Okay. Now, if you look at the education system that we have followed until now, people are trying to actually bring in some changes in the education system. But all of us, including many of the parents here and also the students who are in the 10th standard, would have gone through this particular route by now. We started off with our primary education, where the reading and the writing skills were introduced to us. Then after that stage, we went into secondary education. Very smooth transition was there from the primary to secondary. People didn't even realize that there was actually a change. So it went on so smoothly, where you were introduced to the concept of science, maths, and other disciplines. Then after the secondary education, up to 10th standard, then you came into what is called as a higher secondary or pre-university education. Now you're all in fact completed your secondary education or about to complete the secondary education in few months from now, and then getting into this pre-university. The transition from maybe your nursery to middle to primary, primary to secondary was not that very drastic. But the changes that you're going to actually see from secondary to pre-university will see a lot of changes. It will give you an opportunity to choose from different discipline. Until 10th standard, you hardly had any choices except for the curriculum. You couldn't choose anything else. The subjects were all fixed. The methodology was fixed. Textbooks were fixed. But from secondary to pre-university, you are given, in fact, multiple options. Now, these options will be decided by what you want to do after the pre-university. So what after 10th is mainly decided by what after 12th that your ambitions are going to be. Okay, so the pre-university is supposed to be a link between your secondary education and the undergraduate program, which is mostly the career deciding, say, courses. It can be engineering, medicine, law, arts, science, journalism, and whatnot. But all that, the foundation basically happens in pre-university. So therefore, a choice that you need to make here will more or less decide about also your career options that you're going to have later on. A student who is presently completing the 10th standard will see actually 3 broad routes. In fact, there may be more number of routes. If you have gone to Mysore, there is a circle which is called as R gate. There are in fact 6 different paths in which you can go. Very similar to that here also, you'll have many different paths in which you can go. But I, being a student of science, and I also being a teacher involved in the science education, I will restrict this particular talk to the opportunities that you have in science and technology. We'll also be mentioning about the arts and the commerce in the going, but not much. But we will restrict ourselves to these three fields. So a student who is basically at the crossroads now will find that there are some three major, say, streams which everyone follows. One is take up in the science stream. After the 12th standard, take up a career in pure science, become a scientist or a teacher, and so on and so forth. Or you can say that I'm more interested in the professional courses like engineering, medicine, law, agriculture. There's another, say, vista of, say, opportunities available which can be pursued. But the third one, which I'm not an expert and therefore I'm not getting into it, is the field of arts, literature, journalism, cinematography, archaeology, and so on and so forth. There are many such, say, combinations now available, which will also make you a professional journalist, a cinematographer, a literary person, arts, and so on and so artist, and so on and so forth. Okay, lot of scope is also there in such fields. But as I told you, I will restrict myself to pure science and the professional courses. This is especially for the students. Many of us will actually be wondering when we say career opportunities, because a lot of us will not even know what a career means. Okay, nowadays the students are quite aware of these things, but just to be on a safer side, I thought I will just speak maybe a minute or two on what do we really mean by a career. Okay, because that is what we will look at as an important criteria for choosing the courses after 10th standard. Now, career essentially is something which encompasses all the things that I have told you here. It's an occupation. It's something which will actually help in doing a livelihood, getting earning your bread and butter, so livelihood. Remember, a lot of us also work because it suits our personality. It suits the interest, and then the person that we want to be. Okay, based on that, the career is usually chosen. Okay, then it gives you an identity. Okay, identity, and a person's actually progress in the life, entire life, in fact, is basically taken as a career. For example, I want to be actually my career is basically teaching. Okay, I will now pick up many jobs throughout my, say, career in science. Maybe I start initially as a demonstrator, then I become a teacher, then I become HOD, then I also become maybe a dean or a principal. And if everything is actually, if you are fortunate enough, and also may become vice chancellor. So this is the career in the teaching line. In the same way, if you choose, for example, to be a doctor, you initially become a duty doctor, then you become an expert in something, then you become a surgeon, then you actually run an hospital, and so on and so forth. So you'll be choosing many jobs one after the other in that particular field. The whole thing, in fact, is what encompasses a career. Work does more than get us a living. It gives us our life. Okay, this is what, in fact, is a broader definition of what a career is. It also gives us our life, our identity, our personality, and so on and so forth. So when we are choosing our career, therefore, we need to be a little more careful about it. Now, how do one choose a career? Okay, I think the foremost thing would be the passion and the interest. Now, this always is a big question mark. Sir, interest and passion keeps changing. To take my own example, when I was in my 7th standard, I wanted to actually become an engine driver. Okay, because my uncle's house was in front of a railway station. I used to see the trains, in fact, running day in and out. I was always locked up in the house, and I could see that engine driver move around all around the world in this train. So I wanted to be an engine driver. But soon I realized what an engine driver life is. And then when I came to 10th standard, I wanted to be actually a physics teacher. But that interest actually lived with me until now. So I wanted to be a physics teacher from my 10th standard. So that has actually taken me here. For that, there are also a lot of things which influenced. My sister was a physics teacher, and therefore I also thought I should become a physics teacher, and then held on to that. And also another thing that is important is, apart from the interest, other thing which is going to decide is, do you have that aptitude to actually explore things, to look at actually a lot of say things and then connect it with one law or one theory or one theorem. Then my interest and aptitude actually go together. Okay, and I need to be really passionate in that particular field. May not be easy to decide whether I have a passion in it, I have an interest in it, I have an aptitude in it. You can take actually profession's help in deciding this. Okay, what actually makes you interested, and also your own exploration may actually help you to do it. Okay, but many times we choose our career depending on other influences. Okay, maybe someone actually earns a lot of money and therefore I want to choose that career. Someone in fact is very famous and therefore I also want to choose this career. Are all parameters which should not affect too much. It should only inspire you to really think on those lines. But what should drive you to take up career would be your interest, your aptitude, and your passion. Okay, I can assure you one thing, with seeing life little that I have seen in my short duration of time, any field, any say opportunity in any career, in any field, you will actually have many things to actually achieve in that. You can actually have a very successful career in the field that you design. Okay, that's a key point that I think I want to tell you all. Don't worry about if I choose science, will I really be able to get and earn like Bill Gates? If I choose something, will I be able to? In fact, in all fields, there are people, in fact, who earn a lot of money, who earn a lot of fame. But only thing is, you need to be top in that career. Then I think in that field, then I think you'll be able to achieve that. So what should drive your choice of career should be your passion. That is the takeaway from this slide. Okay. Now, if you feel that you want to pursue basically a career in either science or technology, now I should tell you about what is it that you have to do after +2. That is something that we need to decide now, to then see what you should do after 10th. I told you from the beginning itself, what you want to do after 10th will be mostly decided by what you want to do after 12th. Okay, so I'm therefore going to spend a little time in telling you about what you should do after 12th. What are the opportunities that you have after 12th to pursue a career in science and technology? One has to take up for engineering, to have a career in engineering, one has to take up a BE, BTech, or a BSc engineering, and then go on to become maybe take an MTech and PhD and so on and so forth in that field. Engineering is one place where you find a lot of jobs after your, say, undergraduate course itself. Okay, you become a graduate, then you will find that you will find many opportunities. If you want to have a career in medicine after 12th standard, you need to do an undergraduate program in MBBS or a dental science. There are many associated, say, fields in MBBS. It can be the Ayush courses or whatever. They're all clubbed together in this MBBS degree, and then I'll call that as a degree in MBBS. Okay, this is what you need to do after 12th. Now, let us say my interest is in pursuing pure science. What should I do after 12th? The opportunities that you will get actually is to do a BSc program or an integrated master program, or latest trend in pure science is do what is called as a BS program, Bachelor of Science, which is offered by premier institutions like Indian Institute of Science. I think being Bangaloreans, you will all know where this Indian Institute of Science is, very popularly called as Tata Institute, offers an undergraduate program, and that is something which will help you to really take up pure science in a very serious endeavor. Or you can do a master's program. It's an integrated program. ICERS and then many other institutions offer this program. Now, another trend that is actually being seen nowadays amongst the youngsters, okay, is to get into agriculture. So let us say if some of you are interested in becoming a professional, okay, an agricultural professional, then there is an agricultural BSc program offered by many agricultural universities, where you can go on to do your MSc, PhD, and so on and so forth. Okay, so these are the things that you need to do after 12th standard. Now the big question comes, where should I do all this programs? Because what you want to do after 10th will also decide where you want to pursue these programs. Okay, we would always suggest, please join a premier institution. Being students of Vidyavardhaka Sangha, Sardar Patel school, I don't have to explain it to students, not to the parents, the importance of a premier institution. You have seen what Vidyavardhaka has done to you all. What is the kind of, say, environment that you get? What is the kind of the peer group that you get? Okay. Now that plays a very important role in stretching ourselves to the fullest of extent. The premier institution will help us to hone our skills and also stretch us to our complete potential so that we become actually better in that particular field. Think of an institution like IITs. Think of an institution like NITs, National Institute of Technology, earlier called REC Surathkal. Or think of an institution like AIMS or Indian Institute of Science, or say institutions of much more higher repute, maybe an MIT or a Stanford or a Carnegie Mellon. So you will find that these institutions can transform your life in a much better way and make you much. So that is the reason why we would say choose a premier institution. Okay. Now, this whole idea of joining a premier institution is very nicely summed up in this H.S. Venkatesh Murthy's song, which was used in Chinnari Mutta. I think many of us, the parents can immediately connect to it. When we are all young, this particular film was released, Chinnari Mutta. In that, there's a famous song. I hope you can also relate to that very easily. Rekke iddare sake, hakkige beku banu, ಬಯಲಲ್ಲಿ ತೇಲುತ್ತ ತಾನು ಮ್ಯಾಲೆ ಹಾರೋಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾಲೊಂದಿದ್ದರೆ ಸಾಕು ಚಿಗುರಿಗೆ ಕಾಲೊಂದಿದ್ದರೆ ಸಾಕೆ ಚಿಗುರಿಗೆ ಬೇಕು ಕಾನು ಗಾಳಿಯ ಮೇಲೆ ತಾನು ಜಿಗಿದು ಆಡೋಕ್ಕೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಮಂಜಸವಾಗಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ ನಾವು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿರೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಇದಕ್ಕೂ. It's not just enough that if you have abilities, it's not just enough if you have strength. What is more important is you need that space, okay, where you can actually develop and then show your abilities and also improve on those abilities and then become better. For a bird, it's not just enough that it actually has a wings, it actually has an aerodynamical body, it also has an ability to flutter and go high. Remember, what if there is not enough space for it? What if it is caged? Then it can't even fly. For flying, it's not enough to just have these characteristics, but also have a proper environment around where you can flutter and then rise higher and higher and higher. Dear parents and students, that is what a premier institutions can do. So now we have looked at what are the courses available after 12th, and also now convinced us to that it should be done in premier institutions. But what are these premier institutions? Where are these premier institutions? So let us actually have a look at that now. If you decide to take up engineering as your career option, then the temple of engineering education in India, which was envisaged by none other than the first Prime Minister of India, Jawaharlal Nehru, is this Indian Institute of Technology, IITs. At that time, he started off only with some 3 IITs, then it became 7, then it became 11, then it became 14, and now we have 23 IITs all over India. They are the masters in training the students and making sure that there is a good competition around and also facilities around to basically develop the skills required to be an engineer. Most of the entrepreneurs, technocrats of today's India are all products of this IITs. You know the role that the IITs has played in the development of not just India, but also the US. Many of the CEOs in the companies of the US are products of this great institution. So it's a remarkable place where the students get transformed. Okay, I'm not saying that it's just because of the teachers. It's also because of the kind of peer group that they have and the wonderful environment that they have built around. Now, apart from this, there are also what are called National Institute of Technology, called NITs. In our times, this used to be called as Regional Engineering College. And one very famous of them is the one that is there in Surathkal, near Mangalore. Okay, many of us have heard it as REC Surathkal. That is now called NIT Surathkal. There are 30 NITs in India. Every state actually has one NIT. Followed by that, in fact, NITs are also very good. In fact, it's almost like IITs in all its approach. Gets extremely good students, and also training is very good. So these are all the institutions that you should be looking forward to enroll. Then, if someone is interested in the information technology, then there are specific colleges for that, engineering colleges for that, called IIITs, Indian Institute of Information Technology. Remember, in a short duration of time, maybe in 10-15 years, we have 23 IITs, in fact, say, established in India. So that actually shows the tremendous response that these institutions get and the students who enroll there. Some of the students may be interested in space science. You ask students who are in the 9th and the 10th, they generally say that my interest is actually in astrophysics. I want to do something in space. I want to do something related to what actually ISRO does. Then for those students who are say ambitious of becoming a professional in space science, we have Indian Institute of Space Science and Technology at Thiruvananthapuram. They take very few students, but they train them in space science and technology. Okay, they have avionics. They will actually have the engineering aspects of rocket launching, of fuel management, and so on and so forth. A brilliant course. Okay, they also make sure that the students who enroll there will have to undergo a 5 years bond. Okay, so that they can work in ISRO and then leave after that. But who would like to actually leave ISRO once you join? So you also have an opportunity to join ISRO after this program. Okay, that may be an added advantage and an attraction for many of you. These are all the institutions which are established by Government of India, all the 4 that I told you. But the next one that I'm telling you is a private institution. Also started very at the same time when the IITs came up, called Birla Institute of Technology and Sciences. Like Tata's thought it's important to actually invest in science and technology and started Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, Indian Institute of Science. Birla's also started their own, say, institutions. They all became deemed universities, and they also provide excellent education in engineering. They are the ones who are very creative in giving combination, different combination. You can imagine you can do an engineering plus also get an MSc in economics. Okay, brilliant, isn't it? The combination itself is wonderful. Or you can do an MSc in statistics and the engineering. In fact, it's a very good combination, I would say. So these kind of courses were offered by BITS. Okay, dual degrees were offered by BITS. And now most of the IITs, NITs also have this dual degree. But the pioneers in this is this BITS. Not to actually left behind are the institutions of repute in Bangalore itself, also premier, like RV institutions. Okay, has some very good engineering colleges. Then many colleges associated with VTU, Vishweshwaraya Technical University, like maybe Ramaya, the PESIT, and so on and so forth. They're all, in fact, are available for the students to join, and they also train the students quite well in the engineering stream. Now let me look at opportunities that are there for the student after 12th standard to get into in the medicine field. Okay, in the field of medicine, the temple of training, I would say, is AIIMS, especially AIIMS New Delhi is one of the best institutions that you can think of for training the students to become excellent doctors. And today, in the time of COVID, you will find that there are many doctors who are sought after by different channels. Many of them are from AIIMS. Many experts are from AIIMS. If the lot of cases fail, finally they come to AIIMS and then get themselves, in fact, cured. I think including the Home Minister recently had to get admitted to AIIMS, finally got cured of COVID. Okay, before he went to another private hospital. Then actually he joined AIIMS to get himself cured. So that is the reputation of AIIMS, the training and also the facility that they have. There's not just one AIIMS. Okay, there are 16 AIIMS in all India. Many of us may not know about it. Okay, there are 16 AIMS spread over in different parts of India. Apart from AIMS, there's another organization which many of the students would like to join, especially if you have some bent of mind of also going to defense. This is the Armed Forces Medical College at Pune. I think if you are also bent upon serving the nation by joining the defense, I think this is the college that you should look for. Training is excellent. Also has a link to the armed forces, very similar to I told you about the IAST of ISRO. Okay, this is equivalent to that. I think if you ask a doctor, where do you want to really do your MBBS? They would say, I would choose JIPMER Pondicherry, where I can actually get myself trained. It's a excellent. It's Jawaharlal Nehru Institute for Postgraduate Medical Education Research. Is one of the best colleges, I would say, along with AIMS, where you have to really get in and then get yourself trained. Very few seats, big competition, but this is one of the places that you should really look out for. Bangalore also has been a place for, say, medical education. We have some excellent colleges like Bangalore Medical College, St. John's College. I think many of you would have heard about it. Excellent college, has a good, say, hospital also. Anything with a good hospital attached to the college will always make sure that it's actually a good facility and the place where you should really sought after. Very close to Bangalore, not in Karnataka, but in Tamil Nadu. This college is close to us. And that's why I'm mentioning this. This is the CMC Vellore. Okay, I think this hospital has been there for long time. When we didn't actually have a facility for heart surgery, this CMC Vellore actually had a facility for, say, heart surgery. Many of the people from Bangalore used to go to that place and get themselves treated. So again, a very good college and a hospital at Vellore, not very far from us, maybe 75-80 kilometers from Bangalore. We have many such, say, institutions of repute, which are associated with Rajiv Gandhi University for Health Sciences. This is something umbrella organization which affiliates many of the colleges. Mysore Medical College, and also many government colleges in Hubli and so on and so forth are affiliated to this university. So these are the institutions that are available for you after 12th to join. Now coming to pure science. After 12th, where should I go? Do I have an equivalent to IIT in technology, an equivalent in pure science? I would immediately say that there are two such institutions here. One is, of course, IISc, the best in the bet. If you want to pursue pure science, please join this great organization. It's 110 years old, started with a good intention by three noble people. Idea given by Vivekananda, then partly funded by Tatas, and the initiation done by Jamshedji Tata. And the third one who contributed a lot is the one who donated the land and also gave that corpus fund. It's none other than the Vadairs of Mysore, Krishnarajendra Vadair, and his mother, most importantly, was instrumental in building this institution. Why did they want this institution? Because India should not go to other nations for its requirements of science and technology. Today, I think it is fulfilling to a large extent, and it's becoming stronger and stronger. Perhaps only one institution which is in the top 20, top 50, in some areas at least, all over the world. Okay, maybe in the research output, quality of teachers, and so on and so forth, it is still the best in the world. So this is the place where you have to be if you want to really pursue pure science. Then ISER, started by Padma Bhushana, under also Bharata Ratna, CNR Rao. It was his brainchild. He started these institutions called Indian Institute of Science Education and Research. It is actually placed in all these places except Bangalore. The closest to us is Pune, Tirupati, and Thiruvananthapuram. Okay, these are the places where you get actually quality education for pure science and will train you to become a good researcher. Okay, has a lot of opportunities also for doing your PhD when you actually join these programs. ISER is a Department of Science and Technology organization. NISER is an organization developed by Department of Atomic Energy. They said we will also invest in pure science and then bring up with some institutions. So NISER came up that way, very similar in its mandate and approach, for the training students in pure science. Okay, it's there in Bhubaneswar. Very good institution again. One more institution is Center for Excellence in Basic Science, Mumbai. NICER and CBS both come under Department of Atomic Energy. If someone is highly interested in mathematics, statistics, and all that, then CMI, the Chennai Mathematical Institute in Chennai, and Indian Statistical Institute, okay, which are located in Bangalore and Ahmedabad, are the place that you need to look for. Go explore the different, say, courses that they offer. They do offer an undergraduate program. So after 12th, you can join them and become a good statistician. Statisticians, in fact, have excellent career opportunities all over the world. Okay, this is what is called actuarial science. And you can be a practitioner of that, like CA. You can be a practitioner in that actuarial science. And for that, the foundation will be laid in these organizations, CMI and ISI. And I should also mention at the same time, many of the IITs do offer a pure science program. It's not that only technology. Technology requires science, and therefore they do have a science program. MSc Physics, MSc Chemistry of IIT Kanpur is a very popular, say, course. Many of the professors of IISc are from IIT Kanpur physics program. So therefore, even IITs also and BITs also offer pure science program. Okay. Now, these are all the organizations where you can join and then excel to have a wonderful career in these fields. The next big question is, how do we join these institutions? Okay. Oh, I forgot about agriculture. I should tell you about agriculture, isn't it? Some of the premier institutions in agriculture is, say, Karnataka Veterinary Animal and Fishery Sciences, which is in Bidar. Then you have University Agriculture and Horticulture Science in Shumagga. Then we have University of Agricultural Sciences, Bangalore, called as GKVK. It's in the GKVK campus. University of Agricultural Science, Dharwad, and Bagalkot. Bagalkot is especially famous for horticulture, say, sciences. So these are all the institutions which will train you to become a professional agriculturist. Now, how do I join these premier institutions? All the institutions that I told you until now will enroll only if you pass 2 examinations, not 1. Until 10th standard, you will only be facing 1 examination, which is board examination. But it's only in the 12th, to join this institution, you have to pass 2 of them. The first one, the board examination, which is there already, which you know how to do. You are all become experts in cracking this board examination. Just another 3-4 months, you'll all become masters in it. But you have another interesting examination called competitive examination, or called as the entrance examination. Okay, that is something which is going to stand out in the 2 years of your education at +2 level. Okay, at the end of these 2 years, you have to write a competitive examination if you want to get into one of these premier institutions. Okay, many of us would feel that if you had enough number of quality institutions in India, then the entrance exam might not be needed. This entrance examination is needed because now they want to see whether you can really take up the rigor of the courses that is basically there. Though I started off with this great intention of trying to see whether you have that aptitude to do that particular course, but now it has become more of an eliminating examination. I want to eliminate, there are 5 lakh students, I just want 1,000 students, and therefore this has become more of an elimination kind of examination. But nonetheless, they actually make you prepare in the subject extremely well. I will just give some 2 or 3 important difference between the board exam and the entrance exam. Board exam always will be in a predictable format. In fact, the scheme of valuation and the question paper should be announced well in advance. Okay, what is the kind of marking that I'm going to do if I ask a particular question? There's what is called as a blueprint and a model paper given to you with the scheme, which very clearly indicates particular section 1 will only have questions from this particular unit. Section 2 will only have questions from this particular unit. Section 3 and so on and so forth. This is in fact made mandatory for the examination setter to follow. Okay, so it's predictable, highly predictable. You can say, many of my colleagues will actually tell you question number 23 in the PUC mathematics or chemistry or physics will only be this question. It can't be anything else. So they're so very sure. They're so very sure of that particular question. But on the other hand, entrance exam has no such format at all. Let me take the example of the best, say, entrance examination, which is JEE Advanced. No format at all. It can be MCQ with only single option correct in one time. Next time they will make it multiple correct options. Another time they introduce what is called match the following. One more time they introduce numerical. Then they introduce what is called, comprehension. Like I give a passage, read the passage, and then answer the question. So they keep changing and playing around with the format. They don't have a fixed format. And they don't say that these many questions will come from this topic. If the question setter decides to only give questions from, let us say, one particular part, he is free to do it. So there's no format at all in this. Board examination is only 1 year. Okay, PUC second year. But entrance examination, the NEET and the JEE mains, advanced, all that will be cumulative learning. It's a 2 years. Say question paper is based on 2 years of your learning. First PUC, second PUC, equal weightage. Okay, equal weightage. There is marks for steps in the case of board examination. There is no such thing in the competitive examination. Okay, you will either get 0 or you will get full marks. Okay, or sometimes even negative. In some exams, there are also negative marking for your wrong answer. So -1, 0, 1, 3 steps. But here, not so. You may get a final answer wrong, but still you may get half the marks. That you know in your board examination, it happens. One examination is trying to test how much you have grasped in this year. It is only mostly memory based. But the other examination requires you to prepare for the concept, problem solving abilities. Okay, you should be very good in application of the concept that you have learned. It's not just enough that you know about a law. You should know how to apply that law for different situations. Okay, you may be very happy if you know F is equal to MA for the board examination. But in the case of say a competitive examination, you should know how to apply that for the case of actually a body sliding down an incline, or maybe actually rising up an incline, or maybe connected to different strings and connected to a movable pulley, and so on and so forth. So it's all about applications in the case of entrance examination. Mostly entrance exams are all MCQs. So the type of the exam itself is different from what you do in the board examination. Now, why am I telling you all this? You are all in 10th standard. Now your training will start in 2021. Okay. Now you need to start from day one with this mindset. Look, I'm going to write 2 examinations, not 1, board and the entrance. And I need to start my preparation, therefore, for both of them. I told you what you want to be after 10th will be decided by what you want to be after 12th, isn't it? So this is the reason why I keep saying this. Now, what are the qualifying examination? What are they called? To get into NITs and IITs, you actually have what is called JEE, Joint Entrance Exam. It happens actually at 2 rounds. One is the main, the other one is the advanced. Roughly around 7 to 8 lakh students write this examination. This year it has come down a little, number of students taking up this examination, but it's still 8 lakhs, 8 to 9 lakhs. Okay. Then they all in fact qualify. I mean, some of them qualify and then get a rank, and they can join NITs or IITs directly with that rank. If they don't want IITs, they can stop at that. But if they want actually IITs, then the students who get a minimum number of marks are allowed to take up this exam. Okay, you should be above that cutoff. Only then you will be allowed to write the advanced examination, JEE Advanced. In that, you need to be within something like 10,000 or 12,000 rank to get into some IITs. So from 8 lakhs, around 1.5 lakhs will be qualified to write the advanced, 1.5 to 2 lakhs will be qualified to write the exam, advanced exam. And in that, around 10,000 to 12,000 students finally will actually get a seat in Indian Institute of Technology, IITs. So these are the 2 examinations. But if you say you want to get into maybe RV College or other colleges run by our own, say, Vishweshwaraya Institute of Technology, University of Technology, Technological University, then you have to write CET or Comet K. This will restrict your admission only to colleges in Karnataka. Okay, relatively easier to do. You will find that CET will be almost like mains examination with a small difference. There's no negative marking in CET. Otherwise, JEE mains is actually an examination which you should be preparing to do well even in CET. Okay, so when you decide about what course you want to take, keep this in mind. If you want to do well also in the Karnataka CET, then you should also be training yourself for JEE main. It's always better that way. For the medical entrance exam. See, I told you 3 exams for engineering, but for medical, because of Supreme Court, thanks to them, they have made just 1 examination for all medical schools in India. AIMS, JIPMER, AFMC, you name any medical school, all of them will have to take students through this 1 entrance examination called NEET. It's very popular, okay, NEET examination, and this examination basically will give ranking. Based on that, the medical colleges in different states do their admissions, plus also the all India level institutions like AIMS and JIPMER also do their admissions. You should be, in fact, very well placed in the ranking to get into AIMS and JIPMER. Even Bangalore Medical College, dear students, you may be actually have to be within something like 3,000 to 4,000 to really stand a chance to get into Bangalore Medical College or Mysore Medical College. Very, very sought after colleges in Bangalore. Okay, so this examination will be having physics, chemistry, botany, and zoology. So botany, zoology will be separate papers, 45 marks, 45 marks, 45 questions, 45 questions. So 90 questions will be for biology, another 45 for chemistry, another 45 for physics. So to clear NEET, you need physics, chemistry, and biology as a subject, which will have botany and zoology. Whereas for the engineering, you need physics, chemistry, and mathematics. So depending on your interest as to what you want to be after 12th, you can appropriately start focusing on the subjects, okay? Whether it's going to be physics, chemistry, mathematics, or physics, chemistry, and biology. But good thing is, physics and chemistry is common for both of them. Pure science. Now, if you are looking at, say, admission to pure science, the JEE mains and advanced also will allow you to get into institutions like IISc and then ICER and so on and so forth. Based on that, they do give some seats. But IISc and ICER give 70% of their seats through KVPY. KVPY is called Kishore Vaidyanik Protsahan Yojana, an entrance examination which is meant for giving scholarship to students who are interested in pure science. Okay, but that examination has now been made as a qualifying examination to get into IISc, ICER, and so on and so forth. Okay, so if you are interested in getting into pure science, KVPY examination is what you should be looking forward. One examination is held when you are in first PUC, big advantage. There are no other headaches during that time. So you can actually try and give full say attention and then clear this KVPY in the first PUC. Or you can also do it in second year PUC. So both times you actually have a chance to clear your KVPY. NICERS and CBSE have their own selection test called NEST. They do it in the month of June of 2022 for you to join. So there's sufficient time for this selection test. But the pattern is very similar to the mains, okay, where there's single correct option questions pertaining to physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology. CMI also has its own entrance exam, and also they take students who get selected for the national level Olympiad. Through that also they take students to CMI. ISI also has its own entrance examination, which is generally conducted in the month of May or June in that say passing out year. IIST, Institute of Space Technology, they take students based on the performance in the JEE Advanced. They don't ask for a rank, they only ask for a qualification. Okay, if you're qualified in that JEE Advanced, then you actually can apply to IIST and seek admission there. Depending on the demand, they will see whether you will be given admission or not. So these are the entrance examination that you will be looking forward for. Um, okay. Now, I think I have told you about the different premier institutions where you need to actually look forward to join to have your, say, develop a good career in the different areas, engineering, medicine, or science. And then also I've told you how to actually join these premier institutions. What does it take? Remember, it takes 2 years of training for you to join these programs. And that is why it's important for you all to know when you're in 10th itself as to what are the available, say, opportunities there. Now, I have basically covered this part for you all. Now we will go to the second part. Now, what will the second part be? The second part will be where we will now tell you about what are the courses that we offer in association with Vidyavardhaka Sardar Patel PU College and also with Vidyavardhaka Sangha PU College at Rajajinagar. Now, before we go on to that, I would now request Padmavati Madam to address the gathering and then also say a few words about Sardar Patel PU College and what is it that it has achieved in these 12 to 15 years. In fact, it has become one of the best colleges in Bangalore North. I can easily say that it produces the best result. If you look at actually 2020 results, under the leadership of Padmavati Madam, they were able to get 100%, not just pass, 100% first class in science. All students, in fact, got 100%. And they have something like 121 or 122 distinctions, okay, out of 160 students. They have number of seats is limited in Vidyavardhaka, but they actually have one of the best teachers and also the best students in that college. Many of your seniors are already there in Sardar Patel. You can also find out from them. Now I hand over this to Padmavati Madam to actually tell us about the college and also the different facilities available there. Over to you, Padmavati Madam.
Sir, MKR sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you unmute her audio? You're the host. You need to unmute.
Sure. I'll do that. If Padmavati Madam can kindly switch on the video, I mean the camera, then I can immediately do that, sir. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I think you can go on now. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. You are audible.
Dear parents and students, good morning, one and all present here. Vidyavardhaka Sangha, which has completed 63 meaningful years of its service to education, has strived for qualitative education at affordable cost. This is evident by the high standard of teaching, excellent results year after year, and emphasis on values. The management of VVS is enlightened, deeply concerned, and conscious of the changing scenario of education, adapting itself to such changes. I take great pleasure to highlight the academic as well as co-academic activities of our college. VVS Sardar Patel PU College was established in 2004 to provide quality education in pre-university course in co-education. It was to be an academic accomplishment. The institution, which has completed its 16 years, has moved ahead. The college had a dream to be one of the best colleges in the city, and this may be acknowledged with all humbleness. This accomplishment has been an outcome of incessant support by the management and teachers. Our college has continued imparting quality education in science and now commerce also. The greatest feature is excellent results it has produced from its inception, both at the boards as well as competitive exams. There are many toppers like first to our credit. The college has so far secured more than 50 CET ranks within the first 10 in the state, both in engineering and medical. This array of ranks includes a first rank twice in engineering. The college has had the unique credit of securing the first, second, third ranks in CET engineering in 2012-13. Besides these, many students have entered IITs, NITs, BITS, IIC, IIST, ISER, IIIT, and the other top institutions of the country. Many are doing postdoctoral research in foreign universities. Many of our students are KVPY scholars also. In PU board exams also, one rank within top 10 almost every year we are getting. In 2016 and 2018, state toppers, that state first, were our students. This year, to credit 2020, our student, Ms. Harshita Margasahayam, has bagged the state fifth rank. These high achievements are in addition to the overall excellent results secured in the form of almost 98% to 100% every year in PU board exams. This year also, as sir mentioned, we got 100% merit, that is first class. Though the highest emphasis is on academics, yet decent number of cultural and sports activities are also conducted. The greatest cause for this tremendous result is the constant evaluation, testing, and counseling done by our college. We do conduct 2 monthly tests, 1 quarterly exam, 1 midterm exam, 3 preparatory exams for second PUC, and a 4th preparatory is also conducted for a few students. And for first PU, it is only 1 preparatory because there is no much time left. It starts late and ends soon. All papers are evaluated, comments and suggestions are written on the papers to improve every time. Apart from this, on a moderate note, we do conduct mock IIT JEE Mains, NEET and CET exams too. Our faculty's dedicated effort is a prime factor in achieving the high results. Constant monitoring throughout the 2 years and personal counseling at times of need under the mentor scheme has further strengthened it. Apart from various literary and cultural activities conducted throughout the year, Resistance J stands apart. It's a cultural program with a specific topic every year. Students actively participate in the program. The college has well-ventilated rooms and labs. All experiments prescribed by the PU board is done punctually. We have a series of lab exams right from quarterly exam till preparatory exam, which prepares them perfectly. Now, with the addition of commerce, a new perspective has been provided. The first batch is going to face board exam in 2021. The present admitted batch also has more than a dozen of students with 90% and above. In commerce, we have economics, business studies, accountancy. The 4th subject is computer science or basic mathematics, option given. In science, we have physics, chemistry, mathematics, biology or electronics, option is yours. This year is a special year to all of us, as I mentioned. We had never thought that someday we would have a parents meet on a virtual platform like this. But it is a need of the hour. As all of you are aware of the pandemic spread, we are left with no alternative other than engaging online classes, online meeting, as there is no certainty when the government will order the reopening of colleges. So, in our college, we started our online classes on May 11th, 1 week trial session. We wanted them to get used to this new thing, even teachers as well as the students. Then from May 18th onwards, we started regular PU classes for second PUC. Almost we are going to complete the portions. Now, our target is to complete the portions by November 30th every year. This year also no exception. Though we are doing an online platform, we are planning to complete by 30th November. Then we are planning to do revision from December onwards. After we get the instructions from the government, we will ask the students to come to college for lab, doing experiments. For first PU, on September 2nd, we had orientation program. Then initiation program for 3 days for science and 1 week for commerce. Then classes started from 7th September onwards for science. 2 months over for first PUC. We proudly say that we conduct online classes even for languages. Even for languages. We accommodate everything within the timetable to ensure all-round development of students with equal competence in curricular and co-curricular activities, even at times as these, when the globe is affected by pandemic, we wish to see that our students are provided with all opportunities as they would if the college functioned regularly, but now on a virtual platform. We conducted 2 competitions like Pick and Speak and Music Song Album. We organized 1 webinar by our organized students, Explore Your Potential, on 11th, that is 11/7. Another talk by a doctor and dietitian, Food for Brain and Body. This was open to all the parents. We told all the parents also to watch it because during this pandemic time, they only have to watch and give it to their children. Another talk, special talk, is Learning an Endless Process by eminent speaker. And 1 more special talk, that is for commerce, special talk for commerce. That is career guidance for commerce students. Like that, we do conduct on Saturdays. We conducted election to select class representatives. Next week, we will have Talents Day for first PU students also. In this pandemic year also, we do organize everything for students. I take great pleasure to congratulate Dr. Raghavendra sir and his team who were instrumental in building the Jnanadhara Educational Trust. The intent of providing high quality education is very, very appreciable. The entire team is highly dedicated, very much sincere, hardworking, and above all, students friendly. Everybody is students friendly. They are the first team, I can proudly say, who started the online classes once the lockdown was announced. Technically, they are very much sound. All our second PU parents and first PU parents, those who got admitted their ward in Jnanadhara, are very much happy, extremely happy. Classes are going on very well. The coordination is excellent since both VVS and Jnanadhara are running for students' good. We see to it that as much as coordination is possible regarding the portions coverage for the quarterly exam and midterm examination. According to our college timings, they schedule their classes. According to our college programs and exams also, they reschedule their classes. So the child can concentrate on both college as well as Jnanadhara very well, without any problem, without any confusion. We concentrate more on board exams, whereas Jnanadhara will concentrate to emphasize more on competitive exams after giving a very good introduction about that topic. Since both go hand to hand, the effect will be very good. Rather, I can say efficiency becomes more. The child can do better without any confusion. Though Jnanadhara is a 1-year baby in this new venture, I said new venture, they were working in reputed premier institutions for the past 20 years. They have very rich experience in teaching and coaching, especially for KVPY, IIT JEE Mains, JEE Advanced, NEET, and CET exams. The academic benchmark reached by the college has made it one in great demand for admission, thus spiraling the eligibility of intake and has made learning for students a competitive and an exciting experience. The whole atmosphere, serene and vibrant, is conducive to learning, and the college has attracted and sent forth the best of students. I have presented the college's activities and assure that all the students who get admitted will be provided a supportive atmosphere for academic growth. I would like to say to parents that your children will be in safe hands and they would perform very well academically. I wish all the students the very best for the coming 10th standard exam. Wish this pandemic will soon end and children would be able to attend offline classes in school. Good wishes to all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, ma'am. You really very nicely presented the scenario of the present situation and also came up with the programs that the college has introduced. It's very, very reassuring, I'm sure, for all the parents and the students. Thank you very much for your presence and also for this presentation. Now I request Sandeep sir to very briefly take us through about Jnanadhara and also the people associated with it. I'm sure that we are going to take a very little time in doing that. Okay, over to you, Sandeep sir.
Thank you, Raghavendra sir. Sir, is the screen sharing visible?
Yes, it's visible. It's visible, sir. You can go on. Yeah.
A very good afternoon to Padmavati Madam, Principal, VVS Sardar Patel PU College, Supriya Madam, Principal, VVS Rajajnagar PU College, my dear colleagues at Jnanadhara, and dear students and parents. I am Sandeep R. Kumar, Faculty of Chemistry, and also one of the directors of Jnanadhara Edu Services. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce Jnanadhara Educational Services, a newly set up educational institution by 4 dedicated and passionate teachers. As Padmavati Madam told, this is a strange situation where we are conducting this orientation program online. Because I remember last year, exactly around the same time, we had a big orientation like this in the Vidyavardhaka Sardar Patel school campus at the top floor auditorium. And it was a fully packed audience. We had more than 100 participants. So the situation right now is such that we will not be able to, organize such a gathering. And this orientation program is being conducted online. Coming to Jnanadhara Educational Services, we may be a new organization, but the people involved here are not new to this education sector. As Padmavati Madam and Dr. MK rightly put it, we as a teaching team have a collective teaching experience of more than 60 years, working in all reputed institutes. You name them and we have had a stint there. So Jnanadhara, though as a unit is new, the people and the team involved here have been around the education scenario in Bangalore for more than quite a few decades now. Our main motto is to hold the ethics in this education field, at the same time not compromising on quality, not compromising on the results that we expect out of students. So that is the main motto of Jnanadhara Educational Services. And our main expertise is in training students for competitive exams at their 11th and 12th stage. All competitive exams, right from those state level examinations up to international Olympiads. So we will provide services or our help to all those students who will be taking up all these examinations in their 11th, 12th or first PUC, second PUC. Now we are very, very happy and proud to be associated with the best academic institution in Bangalore. In fact, both the colleges are the most sought after colleges for the first PUC and second PUC. In fact, you can have the seats run out a few after the 10th standard results are announced. So these two colleges are in great demand, and we are very, very proud to be associated with two great managements, Sardar Patel PU College, Basveshwar and Sardar Patel PU College, Rajajinagar. In this short period, we also are happy to be associated with Dayanand Sagar University. We have conducted some short-term courses to the university across the state. Recently, we conducted a crash course program, which was offered free by the university. And we had around 2,000 students from the nook and corner of the state enrolling to our crash course program. Then we are also associated with another institute called Vidya Purna Prajna, which is near the Nagsandra metro station. There also we are conducting the training programs for competitive exams. And we are also associated with another renowned education institution who are mainly successful in commerce and other fields, and they have started their new science program, and we are completely looking after their academics. But it is Vidyavardhaka Sardar Patel which is the feather in the cap for us. So this is about our associated institutes. Okay, without taking much time, I would just brief you on the activities that we conduct apart from training students for competitive exams. We also conduct several other successful programs wherein our team members will give talks on topics like, last mile board exam preparation, where we go to schools, motivate students, tell them how to prepare for their board exams in the last phase, because that's what is very, very crucial. No matter how well you have studied throughout the year, it is that last 1 or 2 months that becomes very, very important. So we also give talks and programs on that. We also conduct exclusive maths learning workshops, and will be very privileged and fortunate enough to be given an opportunity. If we are given an opportunity in Sardar Patel as well, we would like to showcase this program to our students as well. And we also conduct physics activity based learning programs, where we conduct a lot of interesting experiments. Through those experiments, we will drive home the concepts, because students feel that they understand the concepts much better looking through those experiments rather than just merely routinely studying from the textbook. So we conduct a lot of such activities. So these are some extracurricular activities as well. Okay. Very briefly, introducing our team members. We have Dr. M.K. Raghavendra. He is also one of the directors of Jnanadhara Edu Services. Sir has very rich experience in training students for entrance exams at all levels. He basically specializes in JEE Advanced, JEE Main, NEET, Olympiad exams. In fact, we always keep telling him, student base is very envious in the sense that, he has students right from RV College of Engineering in Bangalore up to John Hopkins University in Baltimore, USA. So his student base is very, very good. And Dr. M.K. Raghavendra was also the principal base PU college for 2 years and was responsible for its phenomenal growth. And his student and parent connect in and around this part of the city, Rajajinagar, Malleshwaram, is tremendous. So we are very happy to have Sir in our institution. He has served as physics faculty as well as principal in reputed institutions. And he was also instrumental in setting up the undergraduate lab in IISc. So all those of you who are aiming to get into IISc, the premier institute, you can be richly benefited by his experience in IISc. And he has also headed the team which guides students in participating in International Olympiad. Not many of us know that every year India sends around 4 or 5 students to International Olympiad, and we get gold medals. It doesn't come in the news. If India manages one bronze medal in Olympics, it becomes a big news. But India every year bags gold medals in International Olympiads in some subject or the other. And again, Dr. MKR has had the privilege of being the team leader for those students taking part in the International Olympiads. So this is a brief introduction of Dr. MKR. I mean, I can keep on going, but due to shortage of time, this is all I can manage with respect to information on Dr. MKR. Then we have Professor Raghavan BR. He is a highly acclaimed chemistry teacher, has experienced more than 2 decades, and more than his 20 years experience, it is the number of institutes he has worked with. He has traveled throughout the length and breadth of the state, and he is often invited as a consultant, often invited as a guest lecturer for CET, NEET, and JEE Main programs in colleges and institutes across the state. In fact, you cannot find an institute where Raghavan sir has not set his foot. So he has a wide experience in training students for CET, NEET, JEE. In his previous stint, he was with BASE as a center head of Rajajinagar. He was instrumental in its growth as well. And as I told you, he has worked in many reputed colleges and institutes. That's Raghavan sir, our chemistry faculty, and he is also one of our directors. Then myself, Sandeep R. Kumar. I have 12 plus years of experience in training students in reputed institutes as well as for some important national level exams. And in my previous stint, I was heading a program at BASE called the Pre-Uni Plus program, which had around 3,000 students in it. And I was fortunate enough to guide a team of around 150 very enthusiastic teachers. So that was my previous stint. And right now I am also one of the directors at Jnanadhara. And I also teach chemistry. Then we have Dr. Srihari Venkatesh Turgal. Again, a highly acclaimed mathematics teacher, very much in demand for his entrance exam classes. In fact, some of you might have also seen him in Chandana CET classes offered live by government. So he has been invited for it year on year. In fact, the students are fortunate enough to listen to his maths classes. Most in demand. In fact, you can talk to your seniors, those are part of Jnanadhara, about his maths classes. So he inspires students to study mathematics. I mean, there have been many instances where students have come and told us, sir, biology was my favorite subject. I was a student aiming for medical, but after attending Srihari's classes, I have changed my mind. So that sort of an impact sir has on students. So again, in his previous stint, he was head of the department, BASE College, Mysore. So this is a team from BASE which has been carved out and we have set up Jnanadhara. Yes, so this is the teaching faculty. These are the directors. Apart from it, we have a few more teachers. We have Dr. Kiran, who was also had his PhD from IISc. We have Tilak Mani sir, who has been very popular in the JEE Main circuit, JEE Advanced circuit as well. We have Professor Anand for biology, another teacher of very high experience. And then we have Atreya sir for mathematics, Professor Mahesh Kumar, a professor from MES College, another reputed institute, Professor Marvin Stephens from for physics, and Professor Sandhya, who is right now in Dubai, and she would be taking online classes. And we have now Professor Raghuram as well. He is in France right now doing his PhD and again helping us through online classes. So we have a rich teaching faculty who have worked in many reputed institutes. And I will be failing in my duty if I don't mention about Sudha madam and Prajwal, who are our academic program managers. So this is Jnanadhara team in short. I wish I had more time, but let me not take up your valuable time on Sunday. Now I will be making way for a more important information regarding the programs we offer. That would be probably more important for you all to know. Yes, sir. MKR sir. I think Raghavan sir can be asked to present his.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, Sandeep sir. Now I request Raghavan sir, Professor Raghavan, who teaches chemistry, to now tell us about the programs that Jnanadhara offers in association with both the Vidyavardhakas, okay, the Sardar Patel and also the Rajajinagar College. Over to you, Raghavan sir.
Thank you very much, Dr. M.K. Raghavendra sir. Thank you, Sandeep sir. And dear students and parents, so you may be having one question now. You have got complete idea of different avenues, opportunities that the students after 10th have. And there are premier institutes, and there are deemed universities which are of high repute at a state level and also in the national scenario. So now we have also got a brief idea of different examinations which is there at national level and state level, which you have to appear as a gateway. You have to clear the entrance examination and then get into various prestigious institutions. And as Jnanadhara Educational Services as a institute, what is that we offer the programs for students aspiring for admissions to various premier institutes. So when we say that students may be interested in engineering stream and students may be interested in medicine, and nowadays we also often see students who are interested in basic science courses. So people also often say that apart from IIT, they are having interest in IASC program and ICERS, NICERS, and also things. So students who have this interest in basic science also have to study the syllabus, the same length and breadth of those students who are aspiring for IITs and other NITs. So Jnanadhara designed some of the important courses, the programs for students who are interested in different engineering and medicine fields. So I'll briefly tell you about all the program details that we offer. Okay, so some of the details about it is Raghavendra sir also has mentioned you. So these are the courses that we offer. One is called Focus NEET. This Focus NEET is a course that Jnanadhara offers, which covers board syllabus in the subjects, that is optional subject physics, chemistry, and biology. Okay, and this enables students to clear NEET. And since CET is the subset of this NEET, so people will be eligible for CET also. And students who would like to write CET as well as NEET will have to take mathematics additionally, along with physics, chemistry, biology, maths also they have to take. I'll tell you in my elaboration under Focus NEET. The another program that we have that Jnanadhara offers even at VVS campus is Focus JEE Main. This Focus JEE Main, as you know, this is the entrance examination for students who are aspiring for admissions to various national institutes of technology, and also JEE Advanced, which is the next level, also we will offer. I'm going to elaborate that also after this slide. And we have one more program being offered at VVS campus, that is Advantage KVPY. So it is rightly given terminology, that is Advantage KVPY. Any student, whether he is from engineering background or medicine background, can do this KVPY. It will have its own advantages. When a student clears KVPY examination, if he is interested in basic science courses, he can get in and he will be paid the stipend. From the day when he clears till he does his research in his life, postdoctorate, the scholarship will be there. It's a scholarship examination, and also the eligibility criteria for some of the important admissions, like in case of IAS. So this is Advantage KVPY. And when students do this Advantage KVPY course along with the NEET or JEE Main, it will be an added advantage for them, as the syllabus, everything, they are going to complete it little early and also appear for the equal qualifying examination, and then they appear for NEET or Main. It becomes completely a added advantage for them. Okay, see what we generally, there is a quote, what we say is, what we see depends mainly on what we look for. Correct, no? So people who will be in search of some kind of job, so they will be only seeing those kind of things. People will be in search of happiness, they will be looking of that itself. People who are looking for knowledge, they will be looking aside and across everywhere the sources of knowledge. Like that, we want our students to look at mainly the academics. And thus the prefix focus has been used in all our courses. So our programs are prefixed with the term focus for for the reason that we want our students to look for what actually it is required. So that's why all the courses are focus JE main, focus JE advanced, something like that, except this KVPY, which is terminated as given the terminology as advantage KVPY. Let me slightly elaborate. It is really has taken a lot of time for you. I'll just go through quickly. And MKR sir has given little detailing about these NEET, JE main courses and all those things, where exactly students after clearing can get admitted to. But as program under Jnanadhara, what is that exactly we offer? When students enroll for NEET, we teach them physics, chemistry, biology, because only those three subjects are required. This entire program is integrated in terms of coverage of syllabus with VVS college. Say in chemistry, some particular chapter is being dealt in college. The same chapter we are going to take up for discussion. And we are going to discuss the concepts and simultaneously numericals and also the MCQs of the level of NEET examination. When a student prepare for MCQs of NEET examination, he will be also preparing simultaneously for CET. And students who are considering CET also as an alternative choice to this. So how to take the exclusive mathematics along with physics, chemistry, and biology. Okay, so for those students who take exclusive mathematics, classes will be scheduled conveniently in the weekends or so like that. Okay, so this is focus NEET. So we offer physics, chemistry, biology, and preparation or training will be done in board and also in competitive part. And students who want to take up CET also along with NEET, so it will be exclusive mathematics they need to opt for. Now the question that would arise is, why students of NEET also have to write CET? See, in the nationwide, if you look at number of seats available for medicine, it is very less in comparison with engineering. It is very less. In Karnataka, it's around 8,500, close to 9,000, of which around 6,500 is MBBS and 2,500 changes BDS seats. Okay, so in national scenario, it's somewhere around 75,000 or somewhere like that it goes. So recently they have granted new colleges. But the comparison between engineering available seats and NEET available seats is too less. There is a very high competition for medicine admissions. So therefore, students, despite of their hard work, there are quite chances that they may miss out in little rank that they would have studied well and secured, but little rank would be the major thing that would make them miss the seat. In such cases, they may opt out CET. So this exclusive mathematics will be offered for those students who will be there as focus NEET students in Jnanadhara. Okay, so rest it has been briefed to you where which institutes exactly they take admission for NEET. All medicine colleges come under NEET examination itself across the nation. Okay, fine. Next, for engineering students who aspire for admission to NITs, triple ITs. So there is another course we have for Jnanadhara at VVS campus, that is Focus JE Main. So here, what we offer physics, chemistry, and mathematics subjects. We are going to discuss board and also the competitive examination part. The training will be highly customized, highly professional, and the faculty, as they're all well trained, and we are going to train the students so for their success. So if students who take our advices seriously, success is assured for them. Okay, so here the classes will be for JE main and also NEET. The classes will be conveniently scheduled in the morning and also post completion of the college classes in the evening when physical classes start. But as of now, online classes are going on. If the situation prevails, online classes will be continued. So anything that we plan will be in consultation with the college, for the reason that students should not be hampered with any of our inconvenient timings. So one of the greatest advantage of students taking this JE main and focus NEET programs in Jnanadhara at VVS is they can cut short the commutation time in this city. So taking a student other than VVS and Jnanadhara, where a student will go to a college and go to tuitions elsewhere, and they would at least spend 1 hour to 1.5 hours in commuting one place to another place, depending on the traffic. Sometimes they miss out also. That is one of the greatest advantage. Students can save at least 1 hour to 1.5 hours every day, which really can be dedicated for studies. Students need to have lot of time for studies, for their studies. So what actually happens, college may be good, tuitions may be good. In commutation, when they spend a lot of time, they will not be left with any time when they come back home late by 9:30, 9 o'clock like that. They will have food and sleep. Sufficiently, students have to get at least 4 hours every day, which has to be dedicated for subjects. So in this particular pattern, where we are going to have the classes schedule morning before the college hours and after the college hours there itself, students can take conveniently the breaks in between, lunch break, breakfast, and even the post the college hours, a high tea break, and then get back to the Jnanadhara classes. Once for all, by 6:30, the classes will be over. They can reach back home. Okay, so this is how even in these Saturdays we will be having some extra mathematics classes and KVPY classes in the Sundays when required. So the entire schedule will be very much convenient. That is one of the added advantage for students who opt out VVS Jnanadhara. So this advantage KVPY, it's been briefed to you before itself. It's a scholarship program. We also offer the students KVPY advantage, and the students who offer, take this KVPY with Jnanadhara will have classes in the weekends, and whatever the syllabus that is required in extra to appear for SA level or SX level will be conveniently covered in additional classes in the weekends after the college hours. So they need not have to again commute extra. If at all, if Sunday classes is there, they may have to drop in. That's all. Otherwise, well within the college timings and a college campus, the everything at a stretch will get over. So this is one another. Then we have this focus JE Advance. This especially for those students who are looking for admissions into IITs. There are 23 IITs, and we have 13,000 change IIT seats available in the nation. Of course, the competition is too high that students around 13 to 14 lakh students will write JEE main. By and large, everybody will have in their mind that they need a seat in IITs. So about 13 lakhs to 13,000. So student need lot of time, lot of dedication. First of all, a student who wants to enter into IIT, okay, IITs by clearing the JEE Advance have to have a mindset and scientific temper that working for long hours should be an enjoyment for him. Okay, so working for 6 hours, 8 hours should be a kind of jovial experience. Then such kind of dedicated students can make a sure shot for this JEE Advance. So keeping this timing and everything, Jnanadhara offers this focus JEE Advance integrated with NIOS, National Institute of Open Schooling. And this is one of the board similar to what we have CBSE, ICSE like that. It is ICSE is a private one, whereas NIOS, like CBSE, it is under central government. So in NIOS, there is a flexibility for students to take up examinations and all those things. So therefore, we have this advanced JEE Advance integrated with NIOS. Those students who are interested to take up this particular program can call us. You have our number, and that can be done. Okay. So these are the programs what we offer in VVS campus, excluding that JEE Advance. So apart from that, we have very systematically planned section-wise tests, chapter-wise tests, and we are going to give assignments, full-length tests, mock tests will be there, and every month it will be so planned that students are going to write one CET or NEET or one JEE main and one NEET like that. So students will be made to experience online examination mode also. Of late, thinking is that every examination they want to conduct it online. So we have Jnanadhara app. Already it is quite popular and effective across the students. And students will be given examination, the test and the full-length exams through our online app, which comes with very nice analytics. So let's say students would write a test of 60 questions in 1 hour length duration. So where exactly he has gone wrong, which question he has taken more time, which question he has attended, and which question was rushed. All these analysis can be obtained if once the student attends the test. That will be of great help. So this app, Jnanadhara app, will be completely free of cost for those students who enroll with Jnanadhara. Otherwise, this app itself costs around 6 to 7,000 individually when they want to take. So there will be around 40,000 plus questions across physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology as question bank in the app. That you can take it. We will give assignments and everything. You can do it. Not only that, when physical classes starts, we also conduct physical online examination and also physical examination, so that students will have both the experiences. So this is our brief program details at VVS campus. Hope it is clear for you. If you have any queries, you feel free to ask us. We all are there to clear your doubts.
Thank you, Raghavan sir, for that introduction of our different courses. One concern from many parents, especially Ravi sir, is that we have restricted ourselves only to science and technology opportunities. My apologies, sir, for that. Unfortunately, all of us, all four of us are, involved in science education and science training. It's not that there are less opportunities in the other fields. There are extremely good opportunities in other fields. And also someone wanted to know about the UPSC examination and other things. I would like to humbly mention that UPSC examination is something which the students has to worry only in the undergraduate program. May not be actually now. At the +2 level, the preparation for the UPSC will not usually happen, unless if someone is too keen on doing it and then start the preparation early. But otherwise, no one generally opt for that. They do it either during the undergraduate or after the undergraduate. But I think Ravi sir actually has a point. We need to also see if we can bring in an expert and then speak about the commerce and the arts part of it. Okay, now over to Sandeep sir to tell us about how to now get into the course offered by Jnanadhara and VVS. Now, this is a course where we are going to conduct the classes in the premises of VVS. And also there will be a provisional admission given to students who clear our entrance examination. We'll be conducting an entrance examination, and through that we do the selection. And to know more about it, Sandeep sir again will take over and then brief us about how to really get enrolled for the entrance examination. Over to you, Sandeep sir.
Thank you, sir. Dear parents, I'll not take more than 5 minutes for this. I know we've been keeping you here for more than 90 minutes now. But this is another crucial information for you all to know how to get into Jnanadhara. And before that, I would also like to inform parents and students here that, we were the first to jump into this online platform soon after the lockdown was announced. And we have now a good footprint on the online sector. We have our own channel, YouTube channel, Jnanadhara Educational Services, and we have close to 1,000 subscribers now. In fact, we would request you to go to the YouTube channel and see our lectures for yourself firsthand. So we have been very successful in this online front. And as I told earlier, one of our online courses was an instant hit with around 150 to 200 admissions in a very short time. And we could also reach out to around 2,000 students across the state. That's one advantage of online teaching, where there is no geographical barrier. So all our classes are live interactive. We will not give recorded sessions and give only doubt clarification support. All our classes in our programs are live interactive classes. Okay, now coming to the last part of the orientation program today. Getting into Jnanadhara requires a student to take up this Jnanadhara entrance test, which we call it JET. So we will be conducting this Jnanadhara entrance test. Now the question is, why are you asked to write a test? For two reasons. One, the programs that Jnanadhara offers for these competitive exams requires certain skill set and aptitude. We just want to test that aptitude in you. That's one. Two, Jnanadhara always encourages, appreciates merit, and a good performance in this entrance test will also earn student scholarship. Reduction in the fees anywhere from 10% to 30%. And that scholarship is entirely based on this Jnanadhara entrance test. So let me now take around 2 minutes to explain how to take up this test, what will be the test pattern, and how beneficial this test will be. Okay. So Jnanadhara entrance test 2020. So we call it JET. So we will be soon conducting this. Let me briefly tell you about the test pattern. Let me promise you one thing. Irrespective of the outcome of the test, it's going to be a very unique experience. JET 2020 will be a very unique experience with a first of its kind test pattern. Nowhere found in the country. We can vouch for it. The test will have questions under two sections, Section A and Section B. Now, Section A, now this is what is very, very interesting and first of its kind. Section A will have questions based on sessions conducted by Jnanadhara teachers, which means we will be conducting classes, okay, based on the content delivered in those classes. We will be asking questions, and these questions will test you for your reasoning ability, your analytical skills, and also your comprehending ability. So this is the first of its kind, because in you might have come across many institutes offering selection tests, scholarship based tests. It will be the same routine question paper and multiple choice questions, but here we are taking one leap further. We will be conducting our classes, so you will be knowing who your teachers are in your first PUC. So we are not hiding anything from you. So all the teachers who will be teaching you physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology will be taking classes for you much before you enroll into our course. So these recorded sessions for these small topics will be sent to you 1 week in advance. 1 week in advance, we will send those recorded sessions, and you will know how our teaching format will be, how our teaching style will be. Okay, and based on the content delivered in those short 15-20 videos, you will be taking up a test, and you will have questions from that section in Section A. And then you have Section B. Section B will have questions from your class 10 board exam syllabus. Again, we will be testing you on some of the basic aspects, some of the conceptual questions. Okay, it's not it will not be too taxing on your memory. It will be testing you on concepts based on your class 10 board syllabus. So Section A will be on questions related to content for which we will be sending videos. Section B will be from your class 10 board exam syllabus. So we are testing you both on analytical skills, reasoning skills, as well as your accumulated knowledge of your 10th standard board syllabus. So dear students and parents, this is going to be a unique experience, because you are going to listen to the lecture and then would be answering questions based on those concepts. So that is a brief on the pattern of JET 2020, and it will be completely online mode. Once we ask you to register for it, we will be giving you all details. Our tech team will reach out to you, and we will be giving you all details as to how you need to take up the online test, in what platform we will be giving you the online test. All those details will be given to you. And it will have around 60 multiple choice questions with one correct answer for each question. And the test duration will be for 90 minutes. 60 multiple choice questions, 90 minutes. Out of the 60 questions, 30 will be from section A, 30 will be from section B, and I repeat, it will be having questions from all the 4 subjects: physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology. So if one has to do well in the test, he must be good in all these subjects: physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology. So 60 multiple choice questions. And very happy to announce that the first Jet 1 is scheduled for Sunday, 22nd November. 22nd 2020. We'll soon open the registrations, and we'll also tell you how to register for this Jet online test. And this Jet online test is mainly for scholarship and for us to know whether you have the right skill set to take up our focus programs, which will help you realize your dream destination or dream course after your 12th. So this is about the Jnanadhara entrance test. So these are our contact details. You can please write it down. One of these phone numbers is of Dr. MKR sir, as well as Prajwal sir, our academic program manager. He will be giving you all details related to JET as well as our programs. Or you can also write to us in the email jnanadhara.edu@gmail.com. Thank you, Dr. MKR sir. If anything I have left out, please feel free to add.
Sir, one important aspect is that the videos will only be for 20 minutes. So you'll not really be taking up your much of time. So each video will only be for 20 minutes. Listen to that for 20 minutes, and then you will actually be better prepared to write this test. Secondly, if you do well, and if we give admission to Jnanadhara, this is also giving you a provisional admission to the college. The condition is if you get more than 90% in your 10th standard examination, you will be given an admission to the college. The provisionality is only to say that you need to actually score minimum of 90 in the 10th standard. Most of you from your school, you will be scoring. Once you do that, then clearing this examination will ensure that you also get a seat in one of these colleges, Sardar Patel or the Rajajinagar that you choose from. Okay. Now I request Supriya madam to actually say a few words about Rajajinagar PU College, VVS PU College, Rajajinagar. Over to you, Supriya ma'am. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Am I audible to you, sir?
Yes, ma'am. You are audible.
Warm good afternoon, students and parents. I am Supriya, Principal, VVS PU College, Rajajinagar. First of all, we are very glad to get associated with Jnanadhara Education Services, as people behind Jnanadhara are experts in training students for competitive exams. This is a very unique platform and a best combination for all those students who are expecting quality teaching for both PU as well as CET, NEET, or JEE mains. I'm here to introduce all of you with our institution, VVS PU College, Rajajinagar, which is located in the prime area of Rajajinagar with most convenient commutation facility with BMTC or Metro. In fact, VVS needs no introduction. VVS PU College, Rajajinagar is a premier institution in our area. We have 47 years of glorious history to impart PU education. We have science combination as PCMC and PCMB, commerce also with computer science. I want to throw some light on few of the aspects which, as a parent, you are all very curious to know, and what makes VVS PU College Rajajinagar stands apart the crowd. We are a team of 11 faculties. All of them are highly qualified with PhDs as well. They are experienced in PU coaching, and very important is they have been taking part in second PU board examination valuation since 15 years. We have mentor system because we know that this 2 years is very vulnerable and needs one-to-one attention. Every chapter will be followed with doubt clarification, assignments, and tests. Every month, parents will be called by the mentors to know their ward's performance. In all this pandemic situation, I'm very happy to share with you all that we have not compromised with our quality teaching and following up. In the days where many colleges are uploading the recorded sessions for their classes, we have been conducting live classes for all the subjects. And by now, we have conducted 3 tests for second year students, followed by 3 parent teachers meeting, unlike any other college in the near vicinity. Second year being a very crucial stage in any student's life, we will not let them go until they reach their set goal. So to do so, we conduct repeated preparatories. Like last year, we conducted 7. Apart from the academic growth, for the holistic development, we also have cultural, literary, and sports activities as a part of annual events. Another unique aspect of VVS PU College is its industrial visits, be it IASC, be it Jawaharlal Nehru Center for Advanced Scientific Research, KIMS for bio students, and the list continues. Coming to the infrastructure, we have a computer lab with 40 higher-end systems with LCD projector, which ensures each individual student one system. We have CCTV throughout the campus, SMS facility where within half an hour of college starts, absentee message will be sent to the parents, Arogya Dhama in case of emergencies, and all these aspects make VVS PU College, Rajajinagar, a best place for your ward for the better future. Not taking much of your Sunday time. I know that Sardar Patel High School parents do think rationally. I believe that they will take the wise decision of joining VVS PU College Rajajinagar and Jnanadhara Education Services, being a perfect blend of PU and CET, JEE Mains or NEET. And for more details, do visit our website, that is vvspuc.vidyavartakasangha.com. I wish all SSLC students all the best and a bright future ahead. I also thank Sri Raghavendra sir and his excellent team of Jnanadhara Education Service for organizing this orientation to guide and help the students. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, all.
Thank you very much, ma'am. In fact, Supriya madam, principal of the college, is very, very proactive. She is very active in introducing new programs, new ideas, and also very supportive for the students. So we are very happy to associate with the Rajajinagar PU College as well. Sandeep sir, can I just request you to kindly take out your screen? I need to share something with you. Yeah. Dear parents, we are coming to the end of this program. And thank you very much. We have taken, in fact, a long time, Sunday time of yours to introduce. I hope it was basically beneficial to all of you. As a last part of the program, I would like to actually request all of you to please provide the information like your phone numbers, email IDs, so that we can actually have a contact with you all for the next round of, say, the examination and all such activities. One way of doing this would be, you can actually scan this QR code, then you will be taken to a Google form and kindly fill up that form. Okay, that's one way of doing it. Another way would be, if you don't have a QR, say, scanner, not to worry at all. I'll now be putting this actually also in the chat box, okay, for everyone. And you can actually use this link and then go to the Google form and enter the details. Very few details are there: the name of the student, the parent's name, phone number, and so on and so forth. Okay, so kindly, please, you can do it from the screen itself. Okay, you can do it directly from the screen. You can take your mobile phone and then scan this QR code and directly use it, or go to the chat box. You will actually find the link. Through that also you can enter your information. So there are two ways in which you can do. I will give you next another maybe 2-3 minutes, then we will actually wind up. while you people are scanning this, let me thank the principal of Sardar Patel PU College, Padmavati Madam, and also principal of VVS PU College, Rajajinagar, Supriya Madam, for associating us with this program and also helping us to organize this. So a big thanks for both of you for all the support and help in making actually the courses available from Jnanadhara in your colleges. And they've been extremely supportive for all the activities that we are doing. So a big thanks to both of you. And also thanks to Vidyavardhaka management for their encouragement, and also every time telling us that this is a program for the students, so do it very well. For their guidance, for their support, we actually thank them immensely. And also principal of the Sardar Patel High School, Shobha Madam. She is instrumental in this organization. She was the one who sent the information to all of you through the WhatsApp. And also she has ensured that all cooperation will be given for the future programs as well. So we thank her in her absence for the wonderful support that she always offers. And I also thank my colleagues at Jnanadhara, Raghavan sir, Sandeep sir, and Srihari Torgal sir, and also Sudha madam and Prajwal sir. For all of them, a big thanks for their big support in all the activities that we are doing. I hope you people have copied down this QR code and also given your details in our Google form. In case you also want to actually join the group, the WhatsApp group, if you don't feel like giving all that information, filling up, do this. This is a much more simpler way of doing it. You can actually scan this QR code. Then you will go to the WhatsApp link. Then you will become actually, you will be admitted to the WhatsApp group. There we'll put all this information, and then we'll also tell you about more about the entrance examination, the sample papers, all that will be shared with you all. Okay. So with this, let me conclude. And once again, I thank all the parents and the students for making it to this program and being so very patient with us. We have taken almost 2 hours of your Sunday time, and you all have been, in fact, a great audience and a great listeners. So thank you very much once again for this program, and we'll keep in touch. Okay, and all the best to the students for all their future endeavors. Bye bye. See you all. Have a wonderful day ahead. The link for this, the WhatsApp and also for the Google form is available on the YouTube live stream. Okay, you can also look at that. Yeah. Hello everyone. To basically quicken the process, you can go to the WhatsApp, and in that WhatsApp, next to the chat, you see a small camera icon. Click that camera icon. Then you can scan this QR code immediately and then join the group. Okay. It takes hardly 10 seconds to do this.